Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. So it's March 3rd, Tuesday, Super Tuesday. I'll be doing videos on this later. I'm also going to be doing a video on a great, disturbing Netflix series that was released, The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez. Oh my God, so disturbing. But I'll be doing that later. Right now, I just want to talk about Joe Rogan's last couple of podcasts, Aubrey DeGray, Michael Yo. I'm just finishing up on Trevor Thompson, who's a Navy SEAL. Actually, I talked about Michael Yo before I did a video here. My cat's running around. I hope he doesn't run in the video. But so Aubrey DeGray, he's the guy, the life extension guy, who's trying to figure out how to reverse aging and life extension. Who knows? Immortality? Maybe not so much immortality, but perhaps living to 500 years. The key is stem cells, and my cat's running around here. That's the noise. Stem cells, genetic engineering, a lot of interesting stuff going on there. And he is an eccentric, guy with a long beard. And Trevor Thompson is a Navy SEAL, young man. I think he's 32 years old. Real nice guy. Like, if you just met him, if you just saw him, you wouldn't think of Navy SEAL. I mean, yeah, he's physically fit. He has a beard, but he's kind of talks like a techie. Like he's very intelligent, articulate, and almost like soft spoken. Like you would see, oh, he's a tech who works in Silicon Valley. You wouldn't see fucking Navy SEAL. He's not. He's actually an artist too. He was showing his work. I love guys like that. Guys who are savage, but yet really intelligent and sweet and nice. Those are the best warriors, really. Talk about warriors, they brought up Jocko Willink. Now, there's a guy who's a fucking savage. Toughest human being on planet Earth. Holy fucks. And he's a savage, but yet, I don't know if he's a sweetheart. not Jocko, but he's intelligent. Jocko is very, very smart. I'm not a huge fan of his. I don't listen to his podcast. It's enough. I love you, Jocko. You're whatever. Sometimes he and I've read a lot of his stuff, the things he's recommended. As a matter of fact, I have this book here. He recommended Jocko Willink, About Face. It's a big fat one, though, on war. Korean War, Vietnam, and then more recent. Is it the recent battles? I may have it wrong, but I know it's Korean War and Vietnam. Everything in 20th Century War memoir. What does it cover here? Well, it doesn't matter. Get this book. It's great. I just started reading it, but it's like 800 pages, and it's going to take you forever to read. Okay, so what I really want to talk about is thinking about things. Okay, so Trevor Thompson said when he joined the SEALs and when he was training, like Joe said, what was your attitude? What'd you think? And he goes, I was all ears. All I did was listen. I go, listen. This is my life here. These guys know what they're doing. I'm doing exactly what they tell me. And I'm not saying shit. I understand. That's a good strategy, too. Especially when it comes to your fucking life, all right? Aubrey DeGray, on the other hand, totally different field of area. Here's a Navy SEAL guy, how he thinks, and then Aubrey DeGray is a scientist trying to find whatever. Aubrey DeGray is, I always do the opposite of what everyone's doing. I think out of the box. And I am a maverick. I am a rebel. I think differently. What you do, well, that's not working. I'm doing this, right? And I understand his point. And that's the way I sort of think. I think differently. I'm not a mainstream guy, although I'll get into it. Listen, the bottom line is we're all going to die. Yeah, we haven't figured that out, right? We're all going to die, and ultimately it ends badly for all of us, right? I used to have a friend who says, for all of us, I really digress, but I'm trying to make a point here. For all of us, there are no happy endings. Why? What does that mean? We're all going to die. We're all going to die. We're all going to suffer. Unless you die in your sleep and you have a happy life. That's so rare. Most of us, in the end, when you die, it's fucking horrifying. Don't sugarcoat it. It is what it is. It's fucking awful. And, as my friend Miles said, there are no happy endings, and in the end, we all lose. That's correct. That's why I agree with Aubrey DeGray. Like, yeah, listen, whatever, but still, 7 billion people on planet Earth, 107 billion people since the beginning of time. We have all this philosophy and how to live or this, whatever. Still haven't figured that one out. So that's where I say think differently. What's the Apple slogan? Think different. It actually should be To be grammatically correct, think differently, but there's a whole thing about that. But think different, right? So I incorporate that into my life, think different, but I also understand this Navy SEAL. Like these guys know how to survive. And this is what you're going to do. And if you fuck up and you think you're smart and you're going to overthrow an institution like that, institution meaning do your own thing, then you might die. All right. So I understand both. And then just to wrap this up, myself, I've gone through so many phases. Like I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. And forget about it, when I was 20, completely different human being. I've gone through all these different phases. Early on in life, especially teenage, college years, I was such a fucking rebel. Everything was anti-establishment. I've done several videos on this, Jack Kerouac, all that stuff, heavy metal music, punk rock, fuck the establishment. Like everything sucked. I hated mainstream everything. I was always looking for weird stuff, like really, really strange, like stuff that nobody liked kind of thing. All right, so I'm older now, and I'm more of a mainstream guy. I see things in mainstream that, listen, I'm not told, I like a lot of really obscure things, and I do my own thing, as I said, like Aubrey to Gray, but I'm a little more mellow. I'm like, oh, okay. Like these people listen. These people know what they're doing, or there's a reason why this is done, right? Okay. Over 6.5 minutes. I hope that makes sense. I can't wait to go outside. This sucks being in here. All right. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here on Tabor Talk. All right, so I'm trying to play around with the intro. My timing's a little, we'll see how it sounds. Maybe I'll throw this up.